There are rappers that are some of the richest musicians in the world. Not only their music makes them money, but also their business endeavors. It's helped many of them build massive fortunes. So let's look at some of these kings of hip-hop. These are the richest rappers ranked. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. That way, you'll never miss a thing. Number 12, Swizz Beatz. Starting our list at number 12 is DJ and rapper Swizz Beatz, who comes from Bronx in New York. He started his music career as a DJ, but with the help of his family's record label, he gained respect in the hip-hop industry. He later became involved with fashion and business, but one of his biggest passions besides music is art. He's a collector that has built a pretty impressive art collection that he likes to share on social media and in magazines. And he even paints too. But any funds that he receives for his art goes to the Children's Cancer and Blood Foundation. His estimated net worth is $150 million. Number 11, Snoop Dogg. Surprisingly, Snoop just missed out on the top 10 richest rappers mark, but I'm sure he has enough money that it won't really faze him. He has sold loads of albums worldwide, and he is one of the most recognized hip-hop artists of all time. Plus, his friendship with Martha Stewart is so random and completely fun to watch. So Snoop always stays number 1 in our hearts. Snoop Dogg has an estimated net worth of $150 million. Number 10, Lil Wayne. Starting out with his career at the early age of 12, Lil Wayne has had a long time to build his substantial fortune. Many feel that he might just be one of the best rappers of all time, and he was the most important artist of the record label Cash Money Records for many years. He's a recording artist that has worked with some of the biggest musical geniuses of all time, and he's also an author. He has an estimated net worth of $150 million. Number 9, Ice Cube. He is one of the pioneers of gangsta rap. Ice Cube started out in 2 groups, but later went solo and has built an incredible solo career too. He wrote some of the most influential rap songs ever, and he was one of the first rappers to move into other parts of showbiz. As a filmmaker and an actor, he's made a lot of money from other avenues along with his music. He's a living legend of hip-hop and has an estimated net worth of $160 million. Number 8, Drake. Drake is now super well known for his work in the musical industry, but that isn't how he started out. He first came to fame in the teen drama series Degrassi: The Next Generation, but he quickly used the traction he gained towards building his music career. His mixtapes were pretty popular and critically acclaimed, and then when he moved on to creating studio albums, his career quickly blew up. He released hit after hit and has the most hit singles on the Hot Rap Songs list. He's a singer and great songwriter and a record producer that has helped many other artists get ahead. And then he still does some acting when he gets the chance. It really is no wonder that Drake is on the list for the richest rappers in the world. He has an estimated net worth of $180 million and climbing. Number 7, Pharrell Williams. He's been an entertainer on top of the hip-hop game for decades. He's a rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer. But it's some of his other ventures that really made him the big bucks. He has a media venture that works for all of his other ventures. He has fashion and clothing brands, he's involved with art and in media, and even in skincare. And if you can think of it, chances are Pharrell is involved in it. And then he even likes to give back too. Pharrell has done it all and has built an incredible fortune along the way. He is one of the foremost music producers in the industry at the moment. His work with other artists has helped them build their careers too. Pharrell Williams has an estimated net worth of $200 million. Number 6, Master P. Percy Robert Miller, aka Master P, was one of the first rappers to realize that you can make a lot more money when you took advantage of the business opportunities that hip-hop brings. His music was incredible, and this former basketball player quickly built a massive following with his music alone. But he went further, realizing that even if many rappers of the time were solely focused on the artistic side of hip-hop, that were way more opportunities out there. So he started to diversify. He founded his own label, and then he created and is still CEO of P. Miller Enterprises. He quickly became a financial powerhouse and is the reason that so many other rappers since then have built out their portfolios. Master P has built an empire where he involved in all sorts of enterprises, everything from cable television to property management. He has an estimated net worth of $200 million. Number 5, Eminem. One of the richest rappers in the world and by far the richest white rapper in the world, Eminem is a powerhouse of hip-hop. When he started out, he faced a lot of racial hate, but his musical talents won out in the end, and he became the most successful white hip-hop artist of all time. He had a difficult childhood, as many great artists did, and he channeled all of that into his music. The movie based on his life was critically acclaimed too. The fact that Eminem made it onto this list of the richest artists in the world is pretty incredible and speaks to his artistry, especially if you take into account that he doesn't have a lot of other business ventures outside of music, not nearly as many as some other artists do. Most of his money comes from his music. Eminem has an estimated net worth of $230 million. Number 4, Dr. Dre. From here on out, the net worths seem to skyrocket, and the next few rappers on the list have more money than most people could use in their lifetimes. Dr. Dre is the 4th richest rapper in the world and one of the pioneers of gangsta rap. He had an incredible career in a group and then later as a solo artist. But it was his talent as a hip-hop producer that really made the money flowing in. He's considered by many to be the best in the business. So that naturally means that all of the best artists want to work with him. Stakes in their records means that he gets a cut from some of the most popular albums around. He also started the headphone line Beats by Dr. Dre, and this line was later sold to Apple, scouring him another fortune. Dr. Dre has a net worth of $780 million. Number 3, Sean Combs, Diddy. One of the godfathers of the modern-day version of rappers, Sean Combs led the way for many modern trends in hip-hop. He has gone by many variations of his name, but Diddy seems to be the one that stuck. He has done everything you can imagine when it comes to music. He's a rapper, producer, writes music, and has acted in a number of films and television shows. Diddy really seems to be busy, and on top of all that, he's also a very successful entrepreneur that has built a fortune through business too. And besides all of his artistic and business ventures, he is a very family-oriented. He has 6 kids and has taken responsibility for all of them. He seems like a really great father who enjoys spending time with his family, so that's also a plus in my books. For a long time, he was the richest rapper of all time, but then others also started branching out to business endeavors. Right now, he's at a very respectable number 3. Sean Combs has an estimated net worth of $900 million. Number 2, Jay-Z. This might be a bit of a surprise because you would think that Jay should be close to the richest rapper in the world, and for many years he was up until last year. He was the first rapper to ever cross the billion-dollar mark and has set the tone for just what rappers can achieve. His music is incredible and it spans genres, but most of his money comes from business and him investing in great opportunities. He's invested in clothing lines and has record labels, and even in some pretty popular nightclubs. And then he is super influential in the music scene and has cultivated some of the biggest artists that are on the scene right now, including Rihanna and Rick Ross. He's an incredible rapper and an even better businessman, and this has helped him build an incredible fortune. His estimated net worth is roughly around $1.3 billion. Number 1, Kanye West. Whatever you think about Kanye personally, you can't deny the effect he has had on mainstream hip-hop and pop culture. His reach has been vast and has helped many mainstream artists reach their full potential, and many believe his own music is some of the best in hip-hop history. And according to those who have heard it, it seems like his new album Donda might just be his best yet. He has done and said a lot of controversial stuff, but this doesn't seem to stop fans from adoring him. There was even one of his fans selling a bag of air from one of his events recently. But besides his other business ventures and music, it's really his fashion line Yeezy that has really catapulted his net worth. He showed Forbes some documents to prove that his assets had skyrocketed along with his shares in Yeezy. So his net worth is estimated at around $1.8 billion, with some taking that number up to as far as $6.6 billion. Today's rappers aren't just solely focused on making mixtapes anymore, and this has led to some of them being incredibly wealthy. Thanks for watching.